Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and today is the day that so many people have been waiting for years and years and years, and that is the official release of one Hollow Knight Silksong, and the game is so big. They didn't offer pre-orders for the game, no preloads, nothing like that. It just dropped. It is live right now, and you can buy it for, yes, that sweet, sweet price of $19.99. It's available on Steam. It's available on GOG as well. I think this game is going to do exceptionally well on GOG for people that want a DRM-free copy of the game, and I think this is a game that goes in line with a lot of that thought process. I'm not saying it's going to sell more on GOG than on Steam, but I think it's going to do very, very well. It is available directly there as well. I'll leave a link to it, and I am partnered with GOG, so if you buy it off my GOG link, I will get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated. But the game is so big that it's literally cooking Steam. It's destroying Steam. The servers are down, and I think this is going to be one of those games that this year has just been, I feel, an exceptional case study of games that really resonate with a lot of people, and I'll talk more about that. Again, a Hollow Knight Silksong is available right now on Steam and GOG. You can buy it for $19.99. And it's one of those games that I think is going to end up being one of the best-selling games of the entire year. And I know that there was this level of debate on, yo, Team Cherry is underpricing themselves. They're undercutting themselves. They could have priced this at $39.99, $49.99. And I get why people are saying that, because there is this hardcore Hollow Knight fandom, but because of what's going on right now. Look, the game is so big that it's literally crashing Steam. It is going to get into the mainstream gaming world in the sense that people that didn't play the original Hollow Knight, they're gonna be aware of the gravitas and the seismic nature of the release, and they're gonna have some interest in the game. And I think if you were to price this game at $39.99, $49.99, they wouldn't be as willing to pick it up. $20, they're gonna be like, yo, this game is so big and it's only 20 bucks. Let me just buy it. Like, $20 is not that much. So a lot of people are gonna end up buying it that way. Somebody also made a great point in the comment section of one of my videos that I talked about the price point, where being $19.99 puts it right in the range of it being a game that people are gonna gift to their buddies. Like, they feel so strongly about Hollow Knight Silksong that they end up buying the game for a friend. At $40 or $50, I don't think that would be happening. At $19.99, I absolutely think that's gonna be happening. And Team Cherry is a smaller studio. They know this game is gonna sell millions upon millions of copies. Why not price it at $19.99 and you continue to build that one quantity in gaming that isn't quantifiable? You can't measure goodwill. You just can't. We've seen the Ubisofts of the world over the course of several years absolutely bazooka all of their goodwill, and they are clowned on left and right. Team Cherry has a level of goodwill. Continuing to build that ends up being one of the most powerful things in today's gaming climate, because so many publishers crap all over the consumer. And I get it. They're trying to make as much money as humanly possible, but when you see a developer or a publisher doing something completely opposite, that does build a lot of goodwill, and you see that with Team Cherry. You saw that with a game like Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and you're talking about games that aren't coming from big budget developers or big budget publishers, games that you can tell are more so passion projects, and that's something that no amount of market research can actually gauge. No amount of market research that, you know, the PlayStations, the Sonys, the Microsofts of the world, they do that. Activision, EA, they do that ad nauseum to figure out, okay, what's the live service game that's really going to click with consumers, and what is going to really draw in those microtransaction dollars for us? That's what they're desperate for. Passion, a passion project isn't something you do a lot of you think there was a lot of market study done on Hollow Knight Silksong? You think there was a lot of market research done with Clair Obscur Expedition 33? No, and I'm not saying that is the way to go for every game under the sun. There are a lot of games. Steam releases thousands upon thousands of games every week that are passion projects, and do you think every single one of them turns out well? No, but at the same time, we have seen so many AAA games go so much market research. Oh, Sony thinks Concord. These are the characters that are really going to resonate with the modern audience. Like, Bro, what kind of market research did you even do? How are you this out of touch with what your audience wants? Sony as well is gonna put out Fair Game. You think that game is gonna do any good? Bungie's doing Marathon, like it's just cooked game after cooked game after cooked game, and you know they're doing this market research. Oh, we know what our audience wants, and we know how to get them invested into this world and these characters, and to me, it's just like, I can almost understand in 2020, maybe they saw the landscape of the world and they were like, yeah, dude, these Concord characters, they're gonna make people emotionally invested into them. They're gonna buy those skins. They're gonna watch that accessory piece of content and they're just gonna get invested, and this is our Star Wars. You know Sony was thinking that. They were thinking that with Fair Game as well. I'm sure if they can utilize at least a single functioning brain cell at this point, they realize that Fair Game is cooked. Concord was cooked, it shut down, but then you see passion projects like a Silksong, like an obscure Expedition 33, Claire Obscure. They're priced well, $19.99 in the case of Hollow Knight, and you know, Expedition 33 had that more big budget look to it. Even though it was a smaller scale game, it did look like an incredibly technically impressive game. So even that, $50 for it, at least it wasn't the $70, $80. And yes, some games can get away with the $70, $80 price point, but very, very few games can really get away with that price point, and I really do think a game like 007 First Light, that has a little bit of an issue at a $70 price point, and the majority of games are gonna have an issue at a $70 price point. I don't think there are a lot, and I get that, you know, sometimes you can put out the more niche games that it targets a really hardcore audience that they're gonna buy for $70 and you're not expecting it to sell 5 million copies or whatever the case may be, but I think that $70 price point is just gonna be a harder and harder sell for a lot of people when you do have Expedition 33, Hollow Knight, Silksong, and these games that are so compelling. And remember that $70 usually doesn't tell the whole story. It's usually buy the Super Deluxe Edition for $130. I mean, that's what a lot of people are gonna do with Borderlands 4, and Borderlands, again, a juggernaut of an IP, maybe it can get away with that, but I look at the Silksongs, I look at the Expedition 33s and these games that are coming out for $20, $40, $50, and they're becoming more and more compelling purchase options for a lot of people. And then you see a lot of the $70 games that come out, like a Callisto Protocol, an Immortals of Aveum, Marvel Midnight Sun, Need for Speed Unbound, games that, you know, there are notable IPs attached to them, but they're not juggernauts, and they're just crapping all over the place, and they're not doing very well. But nonetheless, Hollow Knight Silksong is out. It's a juggernaut of a release. It's available on Steam and GOG, crashing the servers as I'm recording this video, but by the time you guys are watching, things will probably get much better. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.